with the drink. What do you think? Here is the day recap. Today was definitely a much better day. We started the day at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine, I believe it's called. I always call it St. John the Divine's Cathedral, but that's not the name. I believe it's called the Cathedral of St. John the Divine, and it's a little bit north of Central Park. We went there and it was definitely a lot less crowded than St. Patrick's Cathedral. St. Patrick's Cathedral is like right in the middle of all the hecticness. It's like in the middle of like this huge shopping center that's right below Central Park. When we got off the train and we went into the neighborhood, it was very quiet and not a lot of honking. The traffic was very slow. It's a couple blocks upwards from Central Park, and it's really just in a lovely neighborhood and a lovely area. There were only like a handful of other people at the cathedral with us who were also visiting. They had like the other Gothic architectural cathedrals. They had, you know, these really gorgeous stained glass window panes and these really tall ceilings and beautiful echo in the chamber, and it was just really nice. This cathedral had a lot of like smaller rooms that we could visit in. We couldn't really go into like a lot of the other rooms in St. Patrick's or really go behind the altar because there was like a wedding going on, so we couldn't go behind. But we could go behind the altar at St. John the Divine, or the Cathedral of St. John the Divine, because there just wasn't anything going on. It was just like people visiting, and it kind of seemed like a library, honestly, because of how quiet it was. But yeah, yeah.
Do you have nail clippers?
I don't. Sorry. After the cathedral, we walked down to Central Park and we took a quick train down to the Met Museum. And gotta be real with y'all, I know a lot of like our walking is stemming from me and my BF not wanting to take the bus. The bus is a little confusing because from what we understand, we can take the bus with our Metro card, but when me and my boyfriend went on the bus for the first time, we did not see a place where to like swipe the Metro card. And honestly, like, I'm not really about that. Like, I'm not trying to like find out and like hold up a line or anything like that because I'm being a tourist. So we're kind of avoiding the bus, which is why we're walking so much. Today I got in 26,000 steps, which is fucking crazy. It's like Japan. But we went to the Met and we got to see a lot of like really gorgeous paintings. I got to see a lot of Van Gogh, which is really awesome. We got to see like armory and gorgeous statues. And yeah, we just got to see a lot of like really gorgeous historical pieces of art, and I am so happy that I got to see everything. Unfortunately, the only reason I wanted to go to the Met was the Sleeping Beauties exhibit, and I should have done more research, but I did not. But basically, there was a huge line because everyone wanted to go to the Sleeping Beauties exhibit, and there was this huge line, and then this guy came up to us and he told us he had to scan, like we had to scan a QR code somewhere. So eventually we found the QR code, we scanned it, and we hopped into like this venue. And I thought like, oh, maybe like the QR code is to scan and then you just come back and you're led into the venue. But I asked another worker, and it turns out that the QR code was actually an online or virtual venue to wait in the physical line at Med. And I am not about that life. So that like a virtual queue was 3 hours long. It was 180 minutes when we got there, and that line was not moving, and it was super long. So we were not gonna wait 4 or 5 hours just to get into this exhibit when we could be doing so many other things. So we left the Met and then we went to Uniqlo. Didn't find anything fun there because Uniqlo usually has those, you know, exclusive graphic tees everywhere, but they didn't have anything fun, so we didn't buy anything. And after Uniqlo we went and oh, we also got food at this place called Bill's Bar and Burgers, and it was really fucking good. I got a Swiss burger which had a double patty with Swiss cheese, mushrooms, and garlic roasted mayo with lettuce, and it was really fucking good. And I thought I wouldn't like it because I don't like a lot of cheeses, but like that was really fucking good. We also got mozzarella sticks and onion rings, and it was like the bomb diggity. Like having greasy food just like really fucking hit the spot. So we were both, me and my boyfriend were both really happy to have like greasy food. But hold on, wait, I'm gonna dig out my battery, so you're gonna sit and listen to me talk. But yeah, we got greasy food at Bill's Bar and Burger, and it was like a really nice time. My boyfriend's paying for everything and he doesn't want me to know the prices of all of the foods that we're eating, and I'm like gonna pay him back, but he will like not let me know the price of anything. So I asked the waiter, I was like, hey, can you let me know what the price is, because my boyfriend won't tell me. And then the waiter was like, no, your boyfriend can pay for it. And I was like, not them teaming up against me. I was like, this is so sweet. Like I've never, like I feel so pampered, like it makes me so happy. So you know, after not seeing my boyfriend for a year, it makes me very happy. But yeah, after that and after Uniqlo, we came back to the hotel really quickly, and then we walked our asses over to the Empire State Building, and that was really fun. Honestly, not interested in the museum stuff of the Empire State Building. I took my BF's picture at the King Kong finger thing, like the finger photo opportunity exhibit situation, on the way up to the roof. And yeah, so we got to the Empire State Building, we got to the roof. Obviously the roof was very crowded. My problem was that, okay, so there's some clips in here which I'm gonna dig out some and show you guys, but basically in this clip here, there's a guy on the right side of the camera. He took like a whole bunch of pictures at this at like the edge at the fence to, you know, get his sunset Empire State Building cityscape picture whatever in. And then he got off his camera and I saw him, he was just checking his emails, he was deleting his emails, he was going on other apps, he was not even looking at this gorgeous ass sunset in front of him. And I was like, you know what, if you're not gonna appreciate that, then I will. So I kept like putting my camera like next to his shoulder, because I was like, you know what, like fuck you, because I paid money for this, and if you paid money and you're just gonna be on your phone and look at emails and be on other apps and do other things, I will appreciate the sunset more than you will. So I'm gonna get my shot in and you are gonna have to deal with it, because a whole bunch of us want to get the shot in and you took your pictures and you're just not doing anything about it. So I will do what I need to do. And so I eventually like got the shots I wanted, and then the guy saw me and he kept like moving over, and then eventually he was just like, oh, you can go in the front. And I was like, okay, thank you so much. And I got my shots, and then I got out, and then he went right back into place where other people were also doing the same thing to him. And I was like, this guy didn't even take out his camera to take more pictures. He wasn't even looking at the sunset. He just went back on his phone. I was like, you know what, that's not my problem, I'm gonna go. And yeah, we left the Empire State Building. It was a really beautiful sunset today, so I'm like really glad. After that, me and my boyfriend were on the way back to the hotel, but then on the way back we got stuck in Koreatown, which is really awesome. And I really love the vibe of Koreatown because it was very like festive. Like there was like outdoor seating areas, and everyone was like, you know, having a good time. There was like friends meeting each other. There was like boba shops and a lot of tango shops and like Korean corn dogs, and me and my boyfriend went into like the H Mart and we bought some like drinks and stuff like that. And we ended up getting like machi, which was like a you know, like sort of like fun little beverage place that I got in Australia, if you guys recall. Machi in Australia. But yeah, there was like a machi here in New York, and I didn't even know that there was a machi in New York. So it was like a fun little beverage moment, and it was really sweet. I don't know, I just really like the vibes are just so like good tonight, you know. Like I just wish that like going out and like being with your friends and doing normal things like getting a fun little beverage or like shopping or being in the city can be more romanticized because of the atmosphere, and it could be like more festive so that you actually enjoy going outside instead of dreading it like I do at home, you know. I just think it's really sweet. But we're back at the hotel room now. We're gonna go to bed tonight because we did a lot today. So tomorrow is actually gonna be a little bit of a slower day, I believe. We're just doing like Central Park and Guggenheim, and we're doing some other stuff. It's a little bit of a lazy day, so I'm a little sad because me and my boyfriend are parting ways on Tuesday and today's Saturday. So I like dread it a lot. I am really just like happy to be here, like meeting each other halfway across the world and having like a week together in New York City after not seeing each other for a year. But I'm gonna go to bed, and I will see you next week for Guggenheim and other unknown fun activities in New York City.